spends 2 weeks with Austin and now finds himself centering the third line. So I don't know. I mean, can't be happy about that.
Well, here's what I think has happened. They want a defensive line. They want Waugh to be their defensive shutdown center. And they say they're going to relieve Matthews of some of the defensive zone starts. So Waugh is going to take some heavier competition and some D-zone starts. Lorentz and Yarncroc are pretty good defensive wingers. So I think the idea is that they're going to use this line more. So to me, you've just created this line in Joshua Domi Robertson. That's like, what's the use case? They're just the leftover parts. It's like when you're done building your IKEA shelf and you're like, I don't know, I got 2 bolts and a wrench or something. I don't know.
Just put them in the drawer.
Yeah.
I may need them. When
the
table falls, I may need them.
Totally. I may need them. That's where we're at with these guys, but we're not sure for what. We'll see if that situation arises. So, nice Matthews, Michelli, sure. McMahon, Tavares, Nylander, definitely.
And the one...
I do think that, a lot of what you guys are saying in terms of not negativity, we're just talking about how it's
weird.
It's just different, boys. It's just a lot of new guys. And it's just, they've never really played together, and they did stuff in the preseason, and they played them together in these games, and they tried to throw stuff at the wall and whatever. I agree it's kind of weird that Lawton goes out, and you're like, well, time to change the entire thing. But at the same time, I don't think they know.
No, yeah.
I don't think they have any idea. This is like 5 new guys in the forward core that they're trying to mix together. I think they're searching too.
I think the Leafs are Mexican food. Hold on.
Whoa, let's go.
Mexican food?
Let's go.
I think they're Mexican
Let's go.
food.
Yes.
Because they have a lot of things that they know they like. They got tortilla, you got your rice, you got your cheese, you got your salsa and some meat.
Yeah.
They're like, any way we put it together, it's probably going to be good. You can make an enchilada, chalupa, a taco, a burrito. It's all pretty good.
As long as it's not the thing that comes flying into the kitchen simmering, whatever that is.
Do you know when you pick it up, the odds of it not falling apart between your plate and your mouth?
Well, you don't. And I think they're assembling a few different Mexican dishes here.
That's pretty good.
And they're going to find out which one works best. Maybe we got the fajitas and it's not going to work and they're going to fall apart. I don't know. But right now they seriously seem like they've combined the ingredients. They're like, try this?
I don't know. I just think it's really different. And I think we're worried about what it looks like right now. And I do think that this team, which I think will be okay, but I do think there is slow start potential while these quote-unquote strangers get to know each other.
And if I may push back against that, if they don't make hay in October, they're toast. Their schedule in October is baby soft. It's baby powder. I think they play 11 games, 8 of which are against non-playoff teams from last year. I don't think even the teams that made playoffs are not. They have a very good opportunity to get their feet wet, get some wins, come out of this 11 games. I don't know. What do you want to be, 7-4? Is that math?
Okay, that's fair. But how about the process versus the results? Like if it looks a lot like it did at times last year where they're getting outshot, Anthony Stoller steals some gains for them, they get timely scoring. That's how it kind of looks. But maybe a little worse version of that. I just think we're going to have to take some time here. And I know we love this word in Toronto, patience. Do you guys not feel that? Like I know it doesn't look great looking at it. It doesn't.
It can look not great if they can still muster wins and points.
Biggest team in the league at 6'2", 210, I learned today.
Yeah.
And you've got Michelli and Domi and Robertson in there mucking up the numbers now.
Yeah.
They're big otherwise.
The one thing I'm going to be watching now is Michelli because you go through training camp, you have this idea that you're going to be playing with Nick Waugh and Dakota Joshua, and it has to be a little bit of a comfort zone at least that, I know what I can get away with out there. I know these guys now, what I might be capable of creating with them. You got a mindset, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, hey, by the way, you're starting tomorrow night, season opener, with Austin Matthews.
Hart Trophy winner and a kid who scored 30-some goals at 20.
Just imagine what it's now, 24 hours later, going from that line to now you're going to run shotgun with Austin Matthews and Nyes.
We have a clip from the coach about that very thing.
Right.
Would you like to hear it? Berube, clip 3, please, Derek, on Michelli playing on the top line.
I think he had some good practice time with that line, and I've liked what I've seen in practice. Like I said, he's a good playmaker. We all know that he can pass the puck. I think that suits that line for what they have on there and how they play. Like I said, it's just going to be, we'll see how it goes, and I can't predict the future, but for him, he doesn't need to complicate the game, and think he's always got to pass to make a play. It's not about that. He just needs to play the game. He's got a good shot, and he's shown us that he can fire a puck. He needs to shoot pucks. He needs to just play the game. He doesn't have to overanalyze it. He doesn't have to overpass. He just has to go and play. He's got to be responsible defensively. He's got to work. He's got to compete. All those things are going to determine if he can stick there and make that work or not.
Easier said than done.
Yeah. I've made this case on many different platforms now, but the only reason I don't like it, because I do think Michelli's a fine fit there, the only reason I don't like it is because what you're talking about with like pressure and status of these guys and whatever, it hasn't worked in Toronto when you've taken the new shiny toy and put it there and been like, okay, Nick Ritchie, okay, Joe Thornton.
Such a Sheldon
okay.
Keefe move to put him right on the top line immediately.
Like, let's see who you are. And it's like, well, just get his feet wet, find his game a little bit, and then we'll put him up there. Like, Domi there made perfect sense to me from a let's all take some shifts out there before we try to do Michelli and Matthews. Because nothing works for 82 games, so there'll be a stretch where it doesn't work.
But, then who plays center?
Well, you got options. Lorenz can play center.
Yeah, but third line, like they want to go third line center, Steven Lorentz on opening night. Like it just feels like it's more palatable to do Domi, which you've seen him do. You don't love it, but they like him better there because he skates more. I don't know.
Fair parts.
And there's no way knowing unless you probably are sitting beside Austin, either in the dressing room or on the bench, on what he's feeling or how intense he is on turning a subpar season last year around.
Yeah.
And you feel it. I've been in situations on a team where you look at a guy and it's like, buddy, I'm scoring tonight. I don't care how I'm doing it. I'm scoring tonight. This is the way these goal scorers act, right? They got to get their cookies. It's like oxygen. They need it. And, Michelli's a good passer, but there's a tendency sometimes to play with these star players and overpass or feel the pressure to get them the puck. That's what I'm looking for.
We should do just a quick zoom out on the whole thing. And, first Leafs